too much before there was, because there was no need, right? There were the flagships, and the boat followed the flagships. And one day the weather turns stormy, and there are waves full of vulnerability, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity around the boat. And that's where it starts to feel uncomfortable and insecure, because it knows how to behave in the weather, but it doesn't know how to turn in the weather. It doesn't know how to steer within the weather to get out of the weather. It is just tossed from one of the waves to the next wave, and it kind of knows on a day-by-day basis how to handle the waves, but it doesn't know where to find direction and where to go, as the boat has never learned to read its compass, to set the own direction. And that way the boat is drifting. And it is very, very dependent on the weather. And whenever the weather is calm and clear, the boat feels, in a way, relief and has a rest and a recreation. But as soon as the weather gets stormy, the boat gets into an anxiety, because it doesn't know how to steer. It knows how to somehow get through the waves, the wind, the storm, somehow how to cope with it, but not how to direct out of it. And so the journey becomes more and more uncomfortable, because the boat kind of gets aware that it depends on the weather, and it is not capable of setting an own direction. And my first question is, does that sound familiar to anyone who joined in so far? Silence.
Jana, yes, I can.
Yes, very much.
Okay,
I'm
thank
right
you.
there.
You are?
So my boat is like learning to steer
Mm-hmm.
when the situation is hard, when the
Mm-hmm.
people look with their um, deep steering eyes, then it makes me feel what should I do?
Mm. And this is a beautiful example, Pretty. How do I pronounce your name right? Because I really
You're
wanted.
pronouncing it correctly.
Okay,
Pretty.
Pretty, good. This is a wonderful example. Thank you so much for sharing, Pretty, because this is something that we all know about when we don't have connected to our inner compass. We are depending on external directions and an external compass in a way. So as you said, we look to other people, and these other people might be part of a calm weather and a sunny weather, or they might be part of a stormy weather. And thus, the weather of our journey is so much dependent on the direction we kind of understand from external circumstances. And this is something to not be ashamed of at all, because how could we have learned differently, right? Nobody told us how to enter our own compass. We followed the flagships for a long time before we set out there on the sea, and throughout the weather we make some experiences that help us to get closer to reading the compass, but still nobody is telling us about our compass directions, actually. And this is something that has to do with consciousness, because it is about getting conscious about the directions of your own compass, which is a huge part of our identity. Has any one of you an idea what this compass direction could be to
Our
help you?
intuitions.
Pardon?
Our intuitions.
Intuition, yes. Something else? Or what else, maybe? Not too easy to get there. Intuition is one of the strongest, I would say. And intuition is completely connected to our values. Our intuition tells us when we drift away from our values, for example. And thus, what I really would like to share with you is knowing about our own values, learning about them, testing them, consciously gaining the understanding of what are the most important values in my life, give us a huge, huge compass when we set out in the sea of life to find the direction to where we truly want to go. And I share this with you from my very own experience, because I have been unaware of my values and my compass for a long time as well. And who of you knows this situation that, for example, you're in a good job, everybody is okay with your work and happy with what you do, but you don't feel happy in that place. And you ask yourself, what is wrong with me? There is nothing to complain about, but still something within me feels so insecure, frustrated, and like not being in the right place. Who of you knows this situation?
Again,
I
me.
am Jana. Lakshmi here.
Hello, Lakshmi. Thank you. And Pretty again as well. And so I know this situation as well. And it took me a long time to understand that a lot of this feeling, this uncomfortable feeling that really ends up in kind of a sadness, comes from hurting the own integrity. And hurting the own integrity means we are not aligned with our values. And according to our values, or connected to our values, there also is our purpose. And with purpose, I don't mean one single purpose that is just specific, one job or one thing we do in life. But if, for example, one of our values is family, then one of our purpose is to care for family in which way ever. This can be raising a family, building a family. This can be caring for the parents. This can be very different, like adopting foster childs. Very, very, very different. But if this is one of our big values and we set out for a different value, like career that keeps us from connecting to family, we hurt our integrity. And thus, this feeling of disappointment and sadness comes up. And it's the same thing the other way around. For example, if you have a value that says you want to serve humanity, like serving, then you will not be happy in a company that is very much like profit orientated without any focus on serving. Does that make sense to you?
Exactly. Intention always matters. Like what you do, if there is a higher intention, then it's perfectly guided.
Exactly. And this is like the intuition and the higher intention. They are both let's say, the upper and the subconscious part of the needle of your compass. So they keep the needle fixed on which the compass needle is turning. And that's where I want to stop for today. But I found it very, very important to share with you that getting awareness of the own values is one of the most important steps of tapping into our identity. And the difference is that if you don't know your values and if you drift away from your course of your natural compass, you feel this uncomfortable feeling, but you can't understand why. You just get aware that the needle is turning around and around and around and wants you to steer in a different direction. And this is why you feel uncomfortable, but you don't know why. If you know about your values, you get aware when you separate on your journey from the direction of your compass. And thus you can steer into the right direction more easily. And this is just a little sharing for today. And I hope it made sense to you so far, because yes, I love the magic of identity that we in most ways were born with already in this life.
So I have a question here, Jana. You are
Mm-hmm.
absolutely correct. And it's like the whole story, as you started, I've been there walking and tripping and then again walking and learning new things. And that is how I know what you're saying
Mm-hmm.
and the answers too. But now I'm in a situation that I am doing what I want. The
Mm-hmm.
two things that I chose, one is meditation and one is family. But if there is a conflict, um, like, right, like there's a conflict, if we have to choose only one, then it becomes really hard. And both of them are important for me, but I don't know how to merge them together.
Mm-hmm. You know, that is the beauty of knowing your compass, that you also can take some sidetracks in between and be totally sure that you know how to get back on your track, even when you have to take sidetracks sometimes. Because you're totally right, that is also a part of the journey of life, that we sometimes have to steer, well, more to the north or the south or the east or the west than we would like to, because there is a weather, there is an obstacle. And so it's okay to give in to this awareness of, I need to do something different right now, as long as you're aware of where your true north lies. And if you get aware that this is not completely distracting you from there. So if you have to make a decision, for example, between, let's say, something that you really love to do, meditating, or you are forced to do due to earn money or be of service for someone that needs you, although you would really prefer meditation as this is where your compass guides you, you can still choose something that is your duty and that might not be in your compass direction, and still have your eyes focused on the direction where you yourself want to head onto. Does that make sense to you, Pretty?
Yes, I kind of know everything, but yeah, I think you are just correcting me and guiding me in the right direction.
Well, I'm not sure. I hope it makes sense to you. If not, we can talk about it in detail if you want to later on, just
Yeah,
not
sure, sure,
in a
sure.
vault, whatever you feel like. So if you would
Sure,
like to.
later. Yeah, later.
Mhm,
Definitely, it is guiding me and what I'm thinking you are saying. So maybe that is why I joined, because usually I don't get time to join. I'm in USA, so
mhm.
I don't get, and it's 10 o'clock, so I don't get time to connect to your sessions. But I've been hearing a lot. So today I got a chance. So maybe I think I need to talk to you about it.
Great. I'm looking forward to that whenever you feel like.
Yeah.
And,
Thank you. Please share any email or number that I can connect.
sure, we can do that.
Thank you.
A true pleasure. So I hope anyone else also got some inspiration and insights here. And I always know that whenever people are totally silent about these topics, there are some of them in there that say, gee, she knows what she's talking about. I better don't say anything here. Because many of us still feel like we should be adult and know where to go and how to go through life and be confident all the time and have our direction. And this is simply not true. This is really the last thing that I want to say. It is totally okay if it is part of our journey to calibrate our compass. And from there, it will be different to head in your right direction. But please, please be aware there's so many people out there that are on their journey to calibrate the compass as well. So don't think you're alone with that. This is consciousness sharing for today, consciousness creation. And I would now love to guide you into meditation, which I haven't done for quite a while already. And I am really, really looking forward to do so. So, there is a comment that I just would like to read. I know everything. These words should be transformed as I am learning everything in life. It would be perfect. That is huge wisdom. Thank you, Sankert, for sharing. This is very true. So whenever your mind tells you, I know everything, don't believe it. And also when it says, I need to know it already or need to know everything, don't take it personal and simply don't believe it. Because it's your intuition that would say to you, I'm learning everything. Thank you so much. And now we start into the meditation. Dear friends, find your way into a comfortable position. This can be sitting or lying down. If you're sitting, you can sit in a cross-legged position or with your feet stable on the ground. Keep your spine upright and open the chest a little more so that you can breathe freely. Clasp your hands, lock your fingers, lay them down wherever it feels comfortable for you. And with your next inhalation, gently close your eyes. Start to focus on the little spot under your nose, which is called the philtrum. Draw your attention to this little channel between your nose and your upper lip and observe how it feels when your inhalation touches this little spot and when your exhalation touches the little spot. There's nothing else you have to do. Only observe how your breath comes and goes. It happens all by itself. That's your life-giving prana, your breath, returns over and over again as your wave of life. How does your philtrum feel when your inhalation touches it? Calm, a little bit chilly, maybe vital. And how does the little spot under your nose feel when your exhalation touches it? Simply take a moment to observe how the philtrum feels when you inhale and when you exhale. With every inhalation, you feel the clarity of your breath. It touches your philtrum, enters your nose, and spreads out in your body. And with every exhalation, you can feel the warm, soothing air that leaves your body, thrives the skin of your philtrum, and then dissolves in the air around you. This comes and goes all by itself. With every in-breath, you clear your mind. With every out-breath, you soothe your body. Simply observe your breath, how it enters your body, from your philtrum to your nostrils, to your throat, down to your lungs, your chest, and your abdomen. And how your body finds to rest with your exhalation. Starting in your abdomen, finding its direction up into the chest, your neck, out of your nose again, until you Feel it tipping your philtrum and disappearing. There is nothing you have to strive for, nothing to achieve. This moment is perfect, and so are you. And if your mind wanders, that's okay, that it's game. Smile at it. Bring your attention back to your philtrum, and full of curiosity, observe the journey of your breath, starting with a sensation in this little beautiful channel. Between your lip and your nose. With every in-breath, you clear your mind. With every out-breath, you soothe your body. And it all starts and ends at this little hidden spot that is so obvious in our face, but hardly ever recognize. Let your breath come and go all by itself. Observe the philtrum. And you will feel how the touch of life is thriving on your skin. In this never-ending way. With every in-breath, you clear your mind. With every out breath, you calm your body. And when your mind distracts you, don't be upset that its game goes on. It's like a child. Twinkle at it with one of your eyes and bring your attention back to your philtrum. Now imagine to breathe in through your crown chakra on the top of your head. And let the breath rinse through your whole body until you breathe out through the soles of your feet into the ground. With every inhalation, you strengthen your roots into light. Getting energy, clarity, and vital activity into your body. And on your way to your exhalation, transforming it into confidence, deep-rooted in life and you. As you exhale through your feet and root yourself in Mother Earth. With every inhalation, you root yourself in the clarity, vitality, and positivity of light. And with every exhalation, you root yourself in the grounding confidence that lies in the center of yourself and this earth. Every inhalation clears your mind. Every exhalation soothes your body, rooting you more and more in the earth that holds you, keeps you walking on stable grounds, grounded. Inhale through your crown chakra. Exhale through your feet. Ground yourself in the light and the earth with every breath. And when your mind wanders, you know not to take it personal. Just smile and bring your attention back to the inhalation starting at your crown chakra. Your breath traveling through your body until you release your exhalation through your feet. Feel how the top of your head dissolves and you merge with light, sky, the air when you inhale. And when you exhale, feel how the soles of your feet grow deeper and deeper into the ground. One being, interconnected with the energy of light and earth. Simply breathe in through your crown chakra. Release your breath and your whole body send it into the ground with your exhalation. You are one with the energy of life in all its aspects. And your mind might wander again. Smile and look forward to connect to your breath while you draw your attention to the head, its top, your crown, and inhale all the light, vitality, and clarity of life. And with your exhalation, in your root chakra, it transforms to confidence before you breathe it out through your soul. It is time to come back now. Get aware of your physical body again. Focus on your philtrum and feel the sensations of your breath. Spread your attention out in your arms, down into your hands, Gently move your fingers. Spread your attention out in your legs, down into your feet. Feel your toes again and move your toes. Raise your hands and lay them in front of your closed eyes on your face. And let them rest there for a moment. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Another time in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sighing. Breathe in through your nose, open your eyes and lower your hands. Hello everyone. Thank you. I actually don't know when it started. I hope you only heard the ringing of the cell phone. And I normally think about switching it up. Yes, thank you. I normally switch it off after I hopped into the session, but this time I forgot about it. So I hope nevertheless the rest of the meditation was calming you.
Yes, Jana, that was really, really wonderful, and it's a soul enriching session. I would say, like you have brought this awareness of this inner compass. Now we know you have given a glimpse of how to direct our compass, and we will make sure that we will be more aware and be more conscious in creating what we really intend to create with a great intention. So thank you so much for this, Yana. And it's okay, things happen.
I
With the
apologize.
mobile. No, 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 no apologies. It happens, and it's again, like it reminded us to come back. So
Very
that's
true.
perfect.
Actually, it was not a call. I just set the alarm clock. I didn't know how to get you
Yes,
back otherwise, elsewise.
yes,
So,
that's perfect, Yana.
so thank you, everyone, and I hope to see you next time.
Yes.
I'll be back next Thursday with Madhu and Ram, and I promise I will switch off my phone before that.
Yeah, Mridula, I think the universe was saying it's time for us to come out. That was the
Absolutely.
message. And I really like this conversation that we had today. Thank you. I wish you were there when I was in my, the first practice. When I got there, I realized that was not the direction, and I had to make a turn.
Mhm.
And those days, that time, I didn't even know if it was the right turn, the right, if I can make
Exactly.
that turn. And now looking back, I realize, there are turns like that throughout our life, this turn, that turn. But it leads to where we're supposed to go. So far, all the turns in my life, in my past, were just perfect. I didn't know at the time, but they're
Very
just
true. Very true. Some of the, like a lot of the loops in our life actually turn out as just the right place to be after we have been there. That's very true. And besides that, to get a bit of I don't want to say a shortcut, but getting clarity on your values is one of the best things you can do to get a clear understanding of your compass directions. So whenever you can make exercises on values, that which are out there. I have some as well, so I can recommend some afterwards if you want to. This is a huge help to understand what is guiding us and what is our compass actually. So yeah.
Hi, Anna Preeti here. This is my first meditation with you, and it was really impossible to come out of the session, but I wanted to really thank you for wonderful lesson and for melodious meditation. Even the silence that I had, it had a melody, and
Oh,
all the energy we're dancing around, showing some pattern like shapes and waves, and very, very exciting. Very nice. Thank you so much. I just came out of it to say thank you. Otherwise, I would have sat for 1 more hour.
thank you, Pretty. That means a lot to me. Yes, I'm very, very happy that you have been in the session. And as I say, I'm looking forward to meet all of you again next week on Thursday.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, wherever you tune in from. So enjoy the rest of the day and stay healthy.
Thank you so much, Jana. Thank you for giving your time. I know we have you have a other appointment right at 7, so we don't want to take much of your time. But we will be having you next week, and we will be having many friends of us sharing their experiences and asking questions and getting guidance from you. And thank you for your time, Jana.
A pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, Jana. Bye bye so much. So yes, friends, that was a wonderful session, and we do have a master Sharu tomorrow. She will be coming and guiding us on embracing the spiritual power of feminine cycles. So it's a wonderful topic, mostly for the women, and I'm sure men can also join and can understand these things. And tomorrow morning we will be having Pavni ji from India. She will be coming and doing a 5 minute singing before we get into the meditation. She will be guiding us for a 5 minute of her singing. So join us and let us all get us enlightened more and more from various masters. So this is all for today, friends. I hope you all enjoyed. And till we see each other tomorrow, have a lovely day, a lovely evening, and a lovely night. Namaste to all. Bye bye.
Thank you, Madhu. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, Pretty.